Hello, it's Basically Books, and I'm here with a late August book haul. Okay, let's go by the days I got it. The first two books that I got was on my Kindle from Amazon.co.uk, and I have so many books on my wish list ready for if the price drops. It tells you, and it goes like up, like the top of the list or something, being really cheap. And when you see a price drop by a really huge margin, even when you don't have a job and you just have a few bits and pounds and stuff, you have to get it, because the chances are it will not price drop again in the near future. So the two books that I saw with a really huge price drop, I think the same day, I'm not sure, was one of them was Pushing the Limits, which I do have on my Kindle, which has shut down for some reason. Is Pushing the Limits by McGarry, which is this one. And wow, this was 20p. 20p, no kid, 20p. And no one can say no to a 20p book, especially a book which lots of people are saying is really good. It's a contemporary romance, but this one's like a little different, I think, because there's like issues and problems which could actually happen in real life. And I have finished this, and it was good, and it was worth 20p. I think it's worth a lot more than 20p actually, but yeah, I got it for 20p, and I was so hyped when that happened. The next book that I got for cheap from Amazon.co.uk, which lots of people, I think lots of people of this series is a little bit 50-50. Like, some people like it and some people don't, but I actually really enjoyed it, because I have obviously read it. I read most of it in the book haul, which is The Selection by Kiera, which is this one with the blue dress. This was, I think was it £1, and normally it was more. I think it was something like that. And £1 book, which is normally like a normal size price book, is so worth it. And I don't think I would have bought this if it wasn't for the fact it was in a price drop, because of so many negative comments I've heard. But obviously I've also heard positive, so that positive helped me. But yeah, that's the last of my Kindle books that I've bought, other than freebies, which I don't include in book hauls because they were free. Okay, the next is I went to The Works, and it's a British bookstore, so you probably might not know it if you don't live in the UK. And one of the, like, there's this huge shelf, and it was like a summer bargain book thing, and it was £1 per book. I think it's just they want to get rid of them books or something like that. And I was looking through, and everyone knows that I started the Morganville vampire series, but there's so many out there, I have no idea when I'm going to finish it. And I saw the 7th one for £1, and I grabbed it. I didn't care if I didn't have the money in my purse, I would use my card. I needed this. I was just so desperately needing it. I was so happy that it was actually the number that I needed, because I just finished 6, and yeah, as again, I kind of read it, and it was really good. This series, I think it's better if you bought all the series in one and you just went through all of it in one, because it's like it continues on, and I think it'd be a lot better if I had the whole pack and then read it all, but because obviously I don't have the money to get them all, it's one at a time for me. Book haul. The next is a pack. And when I bought this pack, I didn't know that 2 of the books I wouldn't be able to read. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with that. This is the Dark Romance pack, and it was for cheap. I don't know how much it was. £6, I don't know. It was something like that. And I was so excited because I saw I saw one book that I desperately wanted to read because lots of people told me to read the series, which was Hush Hush. Hush Hush. And I also know that The Replacement is a standalone novel. But me not knowing, because UK sometimes change names on books, that this one, oh god, Raising Demons, is the second in the Hex Hall series, but it's not called that in the USA. It's called Demon Glass or something like that. And I was really disappointed when I found out that it's the second in a series. So yeah. And also the Evercrossed is like the 3rd or 4th in a series, so I'm definitely not going to be able to read that anytime soon. So basically, in the pack, as I said, is Hush Hush, 1 by Becca Fitzpatrick, Evercrossed by Rachel wrong one. Evercrossed by Elizabeth Chandler, Raising Demons by Rachel Hawkins, and The Replacement by Brenna Yovanoff. And I butchered some names. But yeah, I guess it was worth it because there's 2 books I can read. I've read one of them. But The Replacement I can read. And I'm sure one day I will get to these 2. They're just going to be standing everywhere and on the floor and not getting read, basically. And after that, my boyfriend offered to buy me some books. And I was very kind to say, well, let's go on the works because you can get really good deals there. And you can also use my student card to get a student discount, 10% off, who wouldn't? So we went in there, and basically there's a section where you can get 3 books for £5, plus my 10% discount would make it £4.49. So basically 3 books for £4.49, which is such an amazing deal, especially because of the books I got. First book I picked up actually was Abandoned by Meg Cabot, and this is actually a cardback. It's in the form of a hardback, but it's paperback, cardback. I didn't know they existed till I got this, and this is on my wish list, been on my Amazon wish list for so long, and I finally saw it and I dived for it. I nearly knocked down the shelf, to be honest. So yeah, it was fun. And as again, I've read it and it was amazing, and I love this cover better than the USA. So sorry USA, but UK wins this time. So yeah, I got that one. And then I saw the book 8 in the Morganville Vampires, which I was so hyped about. I picked it up as soon as I picked up Abandoned, and I was just so happy. I was like, yes, it's the next one in the series. But unfortunately there wasn't the number 9, so I could only get number 8. And this is Kiss of Death by Rachel Caine, and I'm actually currently reading it, and I've nearly finished it. So yeah, that's good. These books are so easy to read, to be honest, so anyone can read this in a day if you put your mind to it. So yay! I'm so excited. And the next one that I picked up was Smoulder. Smoulder by Brenna Yovanoff, which was the same author as The Replacement. Now, I had trouble finding this on Goodreads because I was looking up that title, and I actually found out that it's actually called The Space Between in most countries, apart from the UK, who wants to name it something else, as per usual. So I finally did find it, and it's a standalone novel just like The Replacement. It's by the same author, and I thought because I've got the Replacement, and my sister said The Replacement's good, so when I get down to reading The Replacement straight after, I'll probably start reading this one. So I'm kind of excited about trying out a new author and seeing how good she is. And it was because I didn't know what to get for the 3rd one. So yeah, that's all my books that I got in August, and I'm sorry that it's late. And I will probably be doing my wrap up straight after this one because I'm late on that one as well. So I will see you all one day later. Goodbye.